Hey guys, thought I'd do a short video on resurrecting your aluminum silencers. Yeah, that's what you call them, I forgot. These are off the NSR, the 92 NSR250 SP. And I've got these aluminum silencers on the back end. They're stock, original Honda. And you can see, you can resurrect them, the aluminum, and make them look a lot better. They come from Japan, often very pitted, and so I'm just gonna kind of give you my 2 cents on how to clean them up. Hopefully you can see okay, but I don't know if you can see this one here. This one looks like crap on the back side. This is all pitted, and this is what it looks like when you get it done. Now it is a little tricky. I've played with aluminum a lot in the past. You might have seen my video on redoing those forks. I did those manually, you know, like a shoe shine. I scrubbed them back and forth. These I did with a orbital sander, the Makita. And what I did is I did a 150. Now this is a gentle 150. Not all 150s are the same. So if you're using one of them hardcore heavy duty sandpapers, they can be a little more aggressive. I actually put a 220 to it, but it was one of those badass, you know, last long killer sandpapers, and it was just too aggressive. So this is kind of your basic sandpaper. And what I do on one trick is I add a little foam in there, just a piece of foam that I was going to throw away from some packing or something, and that gives it kind of contours with the pipe a little better. So what you can do is you can sand this oxidation right out, but you want to stay directional, as straight as you possibly can, back and forth. You don't want to use a lot of force, except for obviously where you need to. I actually had some pretty decent deep scars in these pipes from it falling over and hitting the road, and the gravel actually hit it so hard that it drove little aluminum sharp edges right to the lip. I actually filed those off with a file and then sanded them down. And amazingly, they're basically invisible at this point. Let me see if I can show you where they were. See that? They're not even visible. Oh, this is the one they weren't on. I'm sorry. This is the one they were on over here. Let me show you where they were. This bike, yeah, see that? This bike fell right over. That's that little tiny black dot is the last of those deep scars. There was fingers going this way of deep scars. And I sanded them out, and I just tried to make sure I didn't hit this lip too hard. And they're basically gone. You can see how clean that looks on this side. Because I stayed directional. I didn't go too aggressive on the sandpaper, the 150, kind of light duty sandpaper. I used the power sander. Power sanders are better than hand because they can create a pattern that you can get rid of, you know, that you can kind of knock out. And so you're going to sand this thing up, and it's going to get a little scary and look like crap kind of in the beginning. And then you just keep working that direction, and you can get out a lot of oxidation and nastiness. As you saw, these things were all black pitted and nasty. And then you can come in with your classic steel wool. Now I'm using the really fine triple-aught, I believe it is. Fine triple zero, I believe. And you want to stay directional again as well. And I also used, I don't know if WD-40 works. I haven't tried it yet. Somebody told me that it's not great for aluminum, but I've always used it on everything. But I actually found some of this stuff. As you can read the label, it's anti-corrosive, removes oxidation. It's specifically for aluminum. And it does have some cool properties. It's kind of waxy. It's an interesting product. But you shoot it on, and then you use your super fine steel wool and stay directional. And all of a sudden, that sanded pattern you had starts to blend in and fade away, and you get this nice finished look. So if you're patient, take your time and stay really consistent with the direction, and use a gentle sandpaper. You might even want to move up to a 200 or something like that, and then keep going up the line. But you can get rid of a lot of crap and make them look 1,000 times better than they did. And you can get rid of some road scars and some scars that are on there. Hope that helps. Drop me a line if you have any questions. Thanks.